Hello, hello. Welcome to Heart to Heart. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I had like a nice weekend of a very chill weekend. So, oh, my mic's a little low according to Twitch chat. Yeah, Twitch chat doesn't know what they're talking about. Uh, but no. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I feel like most Hearthstone players are now anxious for some balance changes. But other than that, life is good.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Uh, I put your mic a little bit more up, so maybe it's gonna be better. Chat, let us know if it's too low again. so, yes. Tell us. Well, you said you had a great weekend, so even if it was relaxing, so give us a little more details about that.
Oh, I mean, honestly, as my Twitch chat knows, I was unable to get my prescription for my medication filled, so I basically spent the whole weekend just binge watching a lot of TV and chilling with the superior lady. I binge watched a lot of Sopranos and a lot of Better Call Saul, and I didn't mention this to my chat earlier, but we also got a lot of tacos, some taco takeout. So we truly were living this weekend in the superior household.
Good, good. What do you mean your meds?
I have ADHD, and there's like currently like in the US, there's a national Adderall shortage. So it's like I can get my prescription, but I go in and the CVS is just like, "Hey, sorry, we don't have it." And it's like, "But I need it." So I'm currently dealing with that right now. But other than that, life is good. Trying to make the best of the situation.
Okay, well, we hope the situation is going to get resolved very soon.
Oh yeah. I'm knocking on wood, crossing fingers, doing all that jazz.
But at the same time, it's good to relax the weekend and just like watch movies with your wife, girlfriend,
Fiance, I guess.
fiance, even
Uh,
better.
I,
Even
I
better.
know, I know. I mean, like we're gonna get married next year, but yeah, we gotta milk the fiance as long as we can because it's I don't know it was weird to kind of say at first, but now that we're more used to it, it feel a little fancy doing it.
It's the best to really appreciate it every steps of the way.
Exactly.
So, since when did you get engaged?
Oh, I mean, like last year, before we did like our big cross country move. Had I known we'd be talking about this, I could have had like the video and stuff ready, and some pictures. But yeah, we got engaged last year, so where this is the big year where we plan the wedding for I think for next year,
Okay,
and
so
that's going
let
to be a whole thing.
okay, so let's go back a little bit. Like, okay, so I have so many questions about
Oh
that.
boy.
So first thing first, how did you guys meet?
Oh, we met on Tinder, which
Okay.
I feel like is a bit like people are always complaining about Tinder. I see it on Twitter all the time. And I'm just like, I don't get it. It worked out pretty well for us. So if you guys are like, we got some hopeless swiper romantics in the chat. There's hope. There's hope.
That's good.
Because it worked out for us.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I will write that down and share the news as with everyone, um, so that there's hope in life.
Exactly. I mean, that's the one thing you should take away from this heart to heart. There is hope in life.
Okay, and so why did you mention cross country move?
Yeah. So for the past like roughly like decade, I was living out in Los Angeles. And during the pandemic, kind of just like we were like reevaluating like our life and what we wanted, and we realized that we wanted to be like one closer to family, and my family's kind of based in the Chicago area. Superior Lady's family isn't too far, so we moved to Chicago, and we both used to work in like entertainment, which is like very crucial to be out in Los Angeles for that kind of work. But we both were kind of like Superior Lady already like left that kind of left the business, and I was kind of looking to try full time content creation. So it just kind of made sense at that point in our lives to just make this big move.
For sure. How are you liking it?
We become reacquainted with winter again. That's like my one real complaint. Like I have to like actually worry about the weather. Living in California, it's very nice all the time, but like Chicago, I think the first like 3 months, I constantly get caught outside with like out an umbrella because I just was not looking at weather reports because I wasn't used to it.
And it was snowing.
Well, it was raining in the summer. Now it's starting to snow,
Okay,
and that's
I
yeah.
thought snowing with your umbrella.
Oh no 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 no! Sorry sorry sorry.
That would have been funny though.
Yeah, I mean that's just like how out of touch I was. Like, wait, what do you mean you don't use an umbrella for snow?
So now, yeah, you were able to reconnect with winter, and so are you starting to do any winter sports?
Not particularly. I think we don't leave the apartment much now because we're just like it's too cold. But I think a few months ago, my Jewish mom, she's worried about her little boobalas, and she took us on a very nice shopping trip to make sure we were like set up for winter. I got a poofy coat actually. I think I actually have it behind me over here. Oh, just this big old dude, very very poofy, keeps me warm,
That's
and
great.
it saved my life.
I can imagine. I can
Hmm.
imagine. Um, okay, so someone is saying the mic is still low. I'm hearing you fine though. Can
I could turn it up on my end.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of a boost here. How's that sound, Twitch chat? Press one if you could hear David. Press two if you're like if I'm muted or something.
Okay, good.
Mm.
Looks okay. Looks great.
Yeah,
Uh,
sound stuff is really weird because everyone has like different headphones. So the person with like the gaming headsets might be like, oh yeah, it's fine. But then the person on like the MacBook Pro laptop speakers is just like, I can't hear them.
yeah, I really hope no one is hearing it too loudly now, though. So yes.
Oh,
Okay, so yes, so you said you worked in entertainment before. So
yes.
tell us a little bit about your before.
My before? Oh man. Well, I wore a lot of hats at my old job, but I eventually I kind of just rolled into being like an audio engineer where I would record voiceover. That's why I'm very much keeping my eye on this audio stuff because from doing that for a few years, it's definitely like whenever there's an audio issue, I'm just like I gotta get on this. But it was like it was really fun, and I would like record like trailers and promos, and I got to work with like a lot of. It was definitely like a very chill vibe. And then I'd also do like some like stuff around the office in terms of like a light accounting and then like Prada like what's the word? What's the word? It's been so long. The words just like if the words aren't like heck W or smork, I can't think of them easily anymore. But yeah, just like some stuff around the office as well. So wore a lot of hats there, but it was a fun gig.
Okay, so it looks like it's been a long time you're in content creation.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's been probably like 4 years since I started streaming, like give or take a bit.
Yeah, no, that's
Uh,
a long time.
oh yeah, especially like I mean, like in the internet age, it's like if you do this for like 2 years, that's like an eternity.
Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
Um, and so you've been a full-time streamer approximately when in that period of time?
I started. Let's see. The plan was to start June of last year, but I was kind of like a little burnt out at my job, and I was like, okay, I need to make this change happen sooner. So I think I started like March of last year, but like really when we moved to Chicago, that's when I like it truly started. So more like July-ish of last year. That's when like I was able to really like put in the time because in LA we had a one bedroom apartment and now we have a two bedroom. So I can like do my stuff while the superior lady works, where before I was doing all my stuff out the corner of the living room, which that was a weird time looking back at it.
Yeah, I mean, it must be amazing not to be on each other's toes all the time.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I could be a pretty loud dude too. So now that like I'm like more insulated from the rest of the apartment, that the superior lady can sleep a bit more easily now. I guess
That's good.
I'm also doing daytime streams. I used to be an evening gamer on the DGen hours. Um, but as you get older, that gets kind of tough to keep doing.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I go to bed at 9 p.m., so I understand you completely.
Oh man, I'm not there yet, but give me time, give me time.
That's good.
Mhm.
um, okay, so can you tell us a little bit more about what is the hardest part being a full-time content creator, and what do you like the most about it?
Well, those are both really good questions. So the hardest part, I feel like, is knowing when to relax. I think we were talking at the beginning of the chat about like how I was kind of just forced into having like a nice chill weekend, and I feel like that could be very hard as a full-time content creator because there's always that urge to be doing more and more. But as I've gotten older, I'm just like, yeah, I could really hustle, get another video out or something, or stream longer. But there's other things that are also like more important to me in life, like hanging out with my fiance, seeing my friends and family, just having a life, which I know foreign concept. But yeah, I try to like put in more like just balance in my life now with content creation because it can be really hard to. Um, and then what was the other question?
So the question, what was the hardest part of being a content creator, and what is the thing that you prefer about it?
Oh, the thing I prefer about it.
What's the best
Let's
thing
see.
about being a content creator?
Let's see. I mean, the best thing is getting to make fun of Zeddy on Twitter. That brings me a lot of joy in life. But I don't know. Other than that, I guess I've always really enjoyed like the production elements of things, and just like making the YouTube videos. Just doing like this whole lighting and sound setup. Yeah, I went to film school, so it's all stuff that like I get a lot of enjoyment out of. Really like I could like nerd out on like audio rigs for ages. So just all that like really mechanically nerdy stuff. I mean the playing the video games part's pretty neat too, I guess.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Mhm.
Playing a children card game
Exactly,
for a
exactly.
living. So that brings me to to your siblings and your family. How did they take it when you decided to do that, and in which way were they able to support you, your entourage?
Oh, wow. My parents very supportive. They may not really understand a lot of times like what I'm doing, but they've always been, for better or worse, just very supportive of anything I've really chosen to do. I mean, like they let their kid go to film school. So, I guess like the whole like, oh, I'm gonna go play some video games and make YouTube videos about it. I don't think that was anything too like shocking for them. Um, my mom still struggles to remember the name of the game. She's always just like, "What's a Hearthstone, David?" But so she tries, and then I have a sister who's very supportive. I'm not wearing it right now, but she made me some like she loves making bracelets, so she made me like a little bracelet with like something I'll say on stream a lot. So just very very fortunate to have a very supportive entourage, as you said. I like that word.
Good. What does your
Mhm.
sister does for a living?
She was doing like something with finance. But she
Something to do
recently,
with finance.
yeah, like she was able to pay her bills just fine. That was that's the once that concern is met, I'm like, oh yeah, do whatever. But no, I think she actually left her job recently to go like do some writing. I feel like we both kind of had this like moment where we're just like, yeah, we're young, let's go pursue our passions and stuff.
Yeah, well,
So
you guys are very lucky to have super supportive parents. Like in all the interviews we've done, it's always something that comes back and come up that like it really helps being like following the route of being a content creator when you have the support. So yes.
oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, they're great. They understand. They're starting to understand things more. Um, but my I feel like my dad's just like, so people just watch you play this card game on over the internet. I'm like, yeah, yeah, dad, yeah, that's basically it. He's just like, man, there must be something I'm not getting here because I don't know why anyone would want to do that.
Well, yeah, for sure. And I think I think one of the thing most people say is like it's like watching sports, professional in sports.
hmm
So it's because lots of time the question is like, why are they not playing the game? Why do you watch you play the game? And so I usually say the same thing as all of us usually use, and it's like, do you play tennis? Do you rather play tennis, watch tennis, or both? And they're just very different things.
Absolutely, and I feel like there's a study that came out like a few years ago where like I think like when you watch someone play a game, it like activates some of the like motor parts of your brain as if you were actually like playing it. So I don't know. I don't know. There's some maybe some psychological element there, but you know, again, we're the children's card game players, so I can't really. That's out of my depth a bit.
Okay. if if you were to if Hearthstone would disappear tomorrow, what would you play?
What would I play? Oh man. That's a good question because I don't know if I would like play like any like one game as much as I play Hearthstone.
You would become
I feel
like
like I
a variety player?
hmm I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I haven't thought that far ahead. But I guess like like other games I I dabble with Snap, but I'm like I don't know if I want to do Snap full time. I used to play a lot of Dead by Daylight. That was a another game that I feel like is a good like streaming game. I feel like it's definitely seeing a resurgence lately, but I don't know. I like doing other just I probably would try to like just do something like non-gaming related.
Okay, like IRL, cooking stream.
I always wish I could do a cooking stream, but I've never lived in an apartment with a big enough kitchen. We have been cursed with small kitchens. But I don't know. I've always been into like weird visual things. Like I do a little contact juggling. I've got like this little ball here. I do some poi spinning. So maybe something more like visual, artsy like that, or just like doing some crazy stuff. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really again haven't thought too far ahead on that, but I feel like there's so much that you can do with streaming as like a medium beyond just gaming, and I'd be like if I had to, I'd be interested in exploring some of that.
Fantastic. What do you like the most about Hearthstone?
Ooh, oh man, that's a good one. What do I enjoy the most about Hearthstone? Hmm. I guess I don't know. It strikes the balance of like, I mean, it's strategic. It can have some depth, but it's not too much where like you're overwhelmed, and games are fast enough where you can like get a good number in. Like I remember in college, I like dabbled with a little bit of League of Legends, and that it's like I'd be playing a game for 40 minutes, maybe even close to an hour. No, I was losing halfway through. And then when I would like eventually lose, I'd be like, I can't end on a loss. So then I keep playing till ungodly hours. It's very unsatisfying, and I had to like stop playing. Um, so Hearthstone, I feel like it's like it has the depth, but the games are short enough where you can, if it's frustrating, you could like be like, yeah, whatever. I'll just the game will be over soon, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. And
Mhm.
what got you into playing Hearthstone?
Oh boy. No, I'll never forget it. I was literally like at my friend's place. I think I was like visiting from college or something. We were chilling in his basement of his mom's house. We were a little inebriated, and he threw on some King of the Hill, and he threw this iPad at me. He's just like, "Yo, David, play this," and it was just Hearthstone on this iPad, and I was like instantly just taken over with this game. And by like next the following week, I was more into it than he was.
Well, so are you still in contact with that friend?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he doesn't play Hearthstone anymore.
I
Um,
hope you
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
You did. I hope you did something nice to him that he got you into that fabulous, wonderful game.
I'm like, we still hang out. You know, I saw him a couple weeks ago.
You need to pay him a tribute or something.
I know. I mean, I've kept him in my life. I feel like that as an adult, as you get older, that's a challenge to do. So I feel like what greater gift than that, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Talking about superiority, is your real name David?
My real name is David. I've always thought that was that'd be like the greatest debate if my name wasn't really David. But yeah, for better or worse, yes, my name is David.
Okay, good, good. So, when you decided on using your real name on Twitch, so what got through your mind?
Oh, well, I had like I guess everything I do on Twitch was predated by a Superior David YouTube channel that I made when I was graduating film school because I was like, I don't know, we had like this really like inspirational speaker come to our class one day towards the end of just close to graduation, and he was like talking about like how, you know, these days you don't if you want to like be a writer or filmmaker, you could just do stuff, put it on YouTube, and it'll get out there. And I kind of like took that to heart. So I just was like, I thought of this character, Superior David, who's a David that's just better than other Davids. And so I created this whole YouTube series behind this like character, quote unquote. And it'd be like every week I would just dump on another David. It'd be the inferior David of the week. And then I talk about like other aspects of my life that are of course very superior. And I did that to kind of, it kept me very sane after I graduated and I was unemployed. And so when I was like gonna do Twitch stuff, I just liked the name and I liked being superior. So I was like, yeah, we'll do it.
What's the most superior thing in your life?
Oh wow. Dang, we are man. I didn't realize we're gonna get so philosophical today. Most superior thing in my life. I mean, it might be immediacy bias, but I did just get a standing mat over here, which has been like wonderful. Like I know it may not seem that great to the people who sit all day, but if you're a stander, like check this thing out. I mean, not only does it match my suit, but it's just like this foam pad that I could stand on. It feels like I'm standing on a cloud. It's literally like just technological sorcery. So that's definitely very superior.
Oh, so that's amazing.
I don't
So,
know.
so you have a standing desk.
Yeah, and for like ages, I never used the standing ability of it. I kind of just had it at like the perfect height for me sitting. And then one day, during like my first like 24-hour shave my head stream, I needed to stand up because I was just, oh excuse me, I was just very sleepy at like 4 in the morning. And so I stood up and I was like, huh, I actually kind of like this. And so now I stand.
Yeah, I wanted to buy one, but I just feel like I don't know how much of it I'm gonna use it. So that's why I'm like on the verge of like it's kind of a big investment. It's kind of expensive.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I guess I don't know how old you are. I just turned 30, and when I got this, I think I was like late 20s. So once you hit your late 20s, your back starts betraying you. And so I was like, I need to get an ergonomic setup just so my back stops getting pissed off at me. And so I got like I bit the bullet and got this the standing desk, and it's been nice. It's been nice.
Good, good. I think I'm gonna give it a try. I am unfortunately older than you.
I'm amazed that you've made it this far without a standing desk then.
But I mean, I want to have one. It's just because I think because during the day I like break my days into segment and like I usually like go 1 hour to the gym and one per like and then another hour in the gym and then I do a walk. So I kind of try and move my body, so maybe that
Yeah.
helps.
Oh, 100%. That totally helps. I'm a degen, just like throwing myself into my chair like a rag doll. So definitely, my back has faced abuse over the years.
Okay, well, I will consider it. And it's probably better for dance streams also.
Oh, absolutely. If you want to bust a move, being able to stand up, 100%.
Okay, good. Good, good. I am writing down that so I remember. Um, so Talking about Hearthstone. So it's been like you've been playing Hearthstone for how many years now?
Let's see. I started during Blackrock Mountain, and then I took a year break after Ungoro came out, and I picked it up again during Kobolds and Catacombs. So I feel like I missed a very obnoxious time in Hearthstone, from what I understand, with like Jade Druid and stuff. But yeah, I mean it's been a while. It's been years. I don't know how many years. I can't do that math. I'm
What?
not very good at math.
Why did you take a year off?
Because I got a job actually. I got that's when I got my first job out of school, first full-time job, and I think it just fell to the wayside. And then I picked it up after the Superior Lady and I started dating, and it was like a game I could play like in bed on my phone. And so that was kind of nice. As opposed to like, turning on like the going out to the living room to play on the PS4 or whatever. So that's how I got back into Hearthstone. So I guess we could all thank this the Superior Lady for that one.
Ah, yes, we will.
Mhm.
Does she have a name? Do you always call her Superior Lady?
I mean, her name's Jess. I feel like she's cool with me letting people know about that's not some big secret, but you know, I'm the one that chose this very public lifestyle, and I try to be respectful of that. Um, it's something I've learned. I definitely try. I try to be careful with personal information.
Yes, and it's definitely the right decision to be a little careful with that. Um, so yes, you can keep it private, or you can say, but now we know it's just now.
I mean, that's not a big secret. That's not a big
Okay, good,
secret.
good, good. Um,
It's more just like I'm so used to it now.
what does Jess doesn't like about content creation?
Oh, what doesn't
what
she like about it?
what is one thing she criticized you about?
I mean, she's very supportive, but I feel like it goes back to when I was like the hardest thing is kind of trying to like find that balance and find times to relax. And you know she sees a lot of times I'm like pushing myself and I'm putting a lot on myself to like do more and do better. And so I think she's just like I think she wants me to be kinder to myself and also just relax more.
Yeah, someone in chat said lack of superior time.
Lack of superior time. Yeah, I mean, of course, of course. I mean, I changed up my schedule recently, and now that's been a lot better. But no, it's definitely something to like keep in mind. Trying to just balance all this here with like other relationships and life. It's definitely a hard rope to walk.
Do you have a favorite deck of all time?
Oh, Saviors of Uldum Quest Druid. Druid's my
Ooh.
favorite class in Hearthstone, and I love the Saviors of Uldum quest because you just got to do like very ridiculously dumb, powerful stuff.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely. Do you have a favorite skin in the game?
Oh, Hazelbark. I love Hazelbark. A viewer actually sent me like a wood carving of a Hazelbark portrait. I don't know if I have it around me. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere around here. Not easily accessible, but yes, I'm a Dame Hazelbark lover. Bring it on, Twitch chat.
Yeah, you're talking about viewers, so that brings me to the question. I we didn't see you at TwitchCon.
I know. It's unfortunate because I missed out on TwitchCon 2019. I ended up going to BlizzCon that year, and then I
Ooh,
was like, I had
that's a good
so
one.
much. Oh yeah, it was fantastic. I got to meet like Alkali, Guy Grumpy. I missed Lope, but I got to. I think, yeah, I met Dexter for the first time there, and it was so much fun. And I was like, okay, next year we're going to TwitchCon, and then TwitchCon got canceled due to COVID for a couple years. And then we moved to Chicago. So like before in LA, it was like, oh yeah, I'll just drive down. But then now that we're in Chicago, it's more of a hassle. And we had to there like I think during the same month we had to like fly to LA for a wedding. So it's like we want to fly to California twice in the same month. So it just was not feeling too practical. Even though like I would have loved to have been there to party it up with all the Hearthstone peeps. But definitely going to be at BlizzCon, the next BlizzCon for sure, and probably the next TwitchCon.
Good, good. I like the enthusiasm. Good. I will see you there.
Oh, fantastic.
So, talk about moving Chicago. If you could live anywhere in the world, w- n- like with no other um, like barrier, like money or like just like utopian.
Yeah. Let's see. So where would I live? I mean, I do really enjoy Chicago. It's kind of, it's where I grew up, and I love my deep dish pizza and my Chicago hot dogs. So like I'm cool with Chicago. I went to a bachelor party in Vancouver like a few years back, and it was a pretty bumpin' city. I was very surprised, like a lot of good like nightlife, and then you can also go out for like some nature stuff and good food. So maybe Vancouver. I did really enjoy Vancouver. It's just freaking beautiful out there, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm limiting myself. I'm like I could be out in Japan or something. I don't know. So
Yeah,
maybe we'll go with Vancouver. We'll go Vancouver.
Vancouver.
I
Okay,
really did
good
enjoy it.
choice.
Actually,
Canadian.
wait. No, I'm sorry. Wait, I can't because I'll be too close to Zeddy. Um, X that. So whatever's on the opposite side of the world, that's where I choose
Me,
to
come
live.
to Montreal. Come to-
Oh, Montreal. Oh man, I've heard Montreal's But yeah, is that like the more party city
yeah,
or okay? Because that's on the East Coast.
yeah. It's
Okay.
5 hour up to New York.
Oh man, looks like in chat we got some Montreal stands. Awkward.
Yes.
Sorry guys, sorry.
So, you said dish pizza, and I mean, there's kind of a debate around this, and I really want to know where is the best deep dish pizza in
Um.
Chicago. I've been to Chicago and I had some deep
Oh.
dish pizza, so I am aware.
Oh, there we go.
I
There we go. Wait. Where did you go? I'm curious.
don't know. I want to know which one is your favorite one.
Oh, I mean,
Which
for me, it's an easy Lou Malnati's. I literally have a Lou Malnati's deep dish pizza in the fridge right now. I had most of it yesterday and today. I could get it out if no one believes me, but I do have a Lou Malnati's deep dish pizza in the fridge right now.
is it the best one in Chicago?
I think it's the best one. It's definitely the pizza joint that I feel like has expanded the most. Maybe now people might view it might hate on it because it's so big, but I think it lives up to the hype and it's a very delicious pie.
Someone says no picture, no proof.
I mean, I don't want to eat into the time too much, but if you want to indulge, I
Send
can.
it on Twitter and tag us later.
Okay.
But I mean, don't worry, we're gonna get into the food section of the interview in a bit. But I do have a little more question about you. What was the last movie you watched?
We saw Megan in theaters for a date night last weekend.
Okay. What is the last TV show you watched?
Let's see. I watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia this morning.
I never heard of that before.
Whoa. Okay. Sorry, we got to wrap up this chat. You need to go creatively acquire a Hulu account and go binge watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I don't think Hulu is available in Canada.
Oh well, then I definitely cannot live in Canada. Oh no. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, no, I'm watching Yellowstone currently, so.
I've only heard of that. I only know of the name. I don't know anything else about the show.
Yeah, it's very how it's like it's cowboys in Montana, let's say.
Oh,
Protecting
okay,
a
okay.
ranch.
See, that's interesting because that sounds like a very American show. But here you are, a Canadian viewer. What do you think?
I like it. I just find it too violent. Like I hide under my bed like every episode.
I mean, I mean, you play Hearthstone, you should be used to the violence. We're hitting people in the face all day, and people are blowing up. You
It's
know.
not violent at all. We're just, it's like we're putting the cards on. We're not killing anyone.
I don't know. My mom asked me if Hearthstone's violent because she wanted to just because she's just like is my little David playing violent video games all day, but I was like no, but then also I had to think about that because I'm like, yeah, you are really just hitting people in the face to rid them of their life so they blow up. So I don't know. When you put it that way, it does sound kind of violent.
Yeah, but no, because it's not them and it's a hero and like it's just related to your strategy and who's better, who
I don't know.
wins.
I think you're desensitized from all the Yellowstone. You know, you're just like, oh, Hearthstone, that's kitty stuff.
Ay, ay, ay. Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a cat. Her name is Lily. She is glorious,
She's
and
superior.
oh, of course, of course. I mean, she's the number one mammal in this household. We all know the pecking order here. It goes Lily the cat, superior lady, then me.
Okay. Good. And what was the last book you read?
Oh man. Um, honestly, I feel like I don't do nearly as much reading as I used to. Um, hmm. I should, so I should know this. What was the last thing David read? Um, it wasn't Fahrenheit 451. That's a dystopian novel I really enjoy and I'll go back to.
It's okay. You can say
Um,
the one you enjoyed. The one.
oh, I do enjoy Fahrenheit 451. I like my dystopian novels. It might have been like a Clive Barker book or something. That's like a horror writer.
Huh.
Um,
Interesting.
I don't know. Does the superior lady? She's the more the bookworm of the household. She does enough reading for the two of us.
That's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Props to her.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Good. Are you allergic to anything?
As I tell my doctor, not that I know of.
That's good.
I guess I'm allergic to inferiority, but I guess other than that, not that I know of.
Okay. Now we get into the part of the interview which is about food. So I
Let's
will
go.
tell you. I will tell you two things. You can say which one you prefer and why. We
Okay.
need a little context, okay? So, or we start easy. So, coffee or tea?
Coffee. I've tried to switch to tea many a times, and I inevitably come crawling back to the sweet, bitter taste of coffee.
What do you put in your coffee?
I like it black, just like my metal. I don't know. If I'm like out on vacation, maybe I'll throw in some sugar and milk. But I find that like I used to drink so much coffee that if I would put in sugar and milk, I probably would get diabetes at a very young age. So I was like, okay, we gotta do it black just for my health.
Okay, good. Wine or beer?
I mean, I feel like as I've gotten older, alcohol is just does not like me very much. But I think between the two, I would go. I like it. As much as it makes me sad that my body doesn't handle it as well, I do like a good beer.
So you don't drink that much.
Yeah, I feel like I used to, and then as I've gotten older, I just like the hangovers get worse, destroys my stomach, and it just like I don't know. I just like I'm just destroyed the next day now, and so I definitely don't indulge as much.
Okay. Do you have a favorite type of beer?
I do like a nice stout.
Okay.
Like the nitro left hand milk stout. I feel like if I see that one on tap, that's when I'll get when I'm out.
Good. Are you a chef?
I mean, I've got a few dishes in my repertoire, but I feel like I don't do as much cooking as we used to. I mean, when I went full time, I was doing like an evening schedule, so it was actually very hard to find time to like cook stuff. And now that I switched to daytime, it's a bit easier. So I guess to answer your question, maybe.
So who does more cooking in the household?
Oh, the superior lady, but yeah, I think it's more out of necessity because she has like a lot of dietary restrictions. So she's gotten
Ooh.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So she's gotten like very good at like, you know, cooking things that she could like actually eat and that don't make her feel bad, you know?
Oh, what are the dietary restrictions?
Oh, oh man, I'm glad you asked. I mean, well, first, she is a she doesn't eat meat, but she does eat fish because she kind of needed to get that in there for some protein. She can't do dairy, she can't do gluten. And the dairy thing is not a it's not a lactose intolerant thing, it's a totally different thing. So lactate doesn't fix that. She just cannot do dairy. And then she cannot do gluten. That's kind of like the tier list, you know, like definitely if you're giving her food, no meat. Next tier, if she unless she's like had a few drinks, no dairy. And then the one she'll cheat on the most is the no gluten.
She must be very skinny. She must.
No, I think that's a big misconception with like especially like gluten-free vegan foods that like it's healthy stuff, but no, it could be just as unhealthy as the gluten and non-vegan items. And so I don't know, not like I lost my train of thought there.
Okay, so you're just saying that it can be as unhealthy as it just I feel that like there's
Yeah,
less
yeah, yeah. So
option of eating. So usually you eat less when you have less option of things you can eat.
oh no, no, yeah. Again, I think that's definitely a misconception there. I think a lot of people like try to eat like vegan and gluten free to be like healthy or like healthy, but no, I feel like that's all you could eat. You know, like I'm not like eating like super healthy all the time. I'm sure most people aren't, so it could be the same thing, just vegan and gluten free, if that makes sense.
Okay, if you were to cook to a romantic dinner to Jess, what would you do?
Oh, that's an easy one. I got a pan seared salmon, pan seared crispy salmon. I seared in the pan, basted in butter, garlic, rosemary, thyme, and then we'll do some smashed potatoes with some asparagus with like maybe like a little lemon drizzled over it, and then little lemon aioli, which all that's our go-to. That's why I was able to think of it so fast. I didn't pull that out of my head here. Like I was ready with that.
Good. Was that so? I know you mentioned tacos earlier, but is that your go-to when you order in?
um, no, I was kind of just craving tacos. I got an obscene amount of tacos at this place too, but no, I think usually this is like one Cuban place I really enjoy, and I get like a nice sandwich from them. That's like my guilty pleasure order in place.
Nice. Yeah, a good
Mhm.
Cuban sandwich. Delicious.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm like, do you even have Cuban food in Canada, or are
Yeah.
you? Oh, really? Okay, okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
Well, food-wise, I think like Montreal is probably the best. Probably better.
I mean, as long as you have poutine, you're probably doing something right.
No, no, I'm kidding. Chicago has amazing food. I love the food in Chicago, so I'm sure. But Montreal is pretty. It's pretty food centric.
Yeah, when I went to Canada, I was really surprised by all the like Asian cuisine. Had some really good. I remember some really good karage while we were out there in Vancouver, and I had no idea.
Well, Vancouver is very, very Asian.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just like uncultured American, ignorant about the rest of the world. I had no clue though.
But yes, poutine is really good. You're right. I mean, Quebec is poutine, so yeah. French Canadian are the pro at poutine.
Oh man, so I gotta do a trip to Quebec, is what you're saying.
Yeah, for a real poutine, you need to come to Quebec for sure.
No more fake poutines. Let's do it.
Okay, so are you more savory or sweet?
Ooh, for like desserts or like just in
In
general.
general?
Hmm. Sorry, the police siren. They're on to us. No, no. I'd say probably a savory dude.
Okay. Vegetable or fruits?
Ooh, I mean, a lot of factors there. I feel like I get fruits more because it's just easier because I could just get like a little like fruit cup or something. Like I've got like a little fruit cup of melon in the fridge, but I don't know. I feel like vegetables, they sometimes require more work, but I feel like it's worth it.
Top three vegetables, top three fruits.
Top three vegetables. Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, like asparagus. I love my asparagus. Probably broccoli. I'm sure I'm gonna be forgetting like a pretty like essential vegetable. I'm
Potatoes.
like I'm like potatoes a starch. I'm like, does that count? I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll throw potato. Of course, we'll throw potatoes in there.
Okay, good. Top three
And then for,
fruits.
for oh, easy. Pineapple, grapes, and ooh, man, what rounds that out? I do, I like bananas. I like
Okay.
bananas.
Do you eat bananas on stream?
No, is my Twitch chat apparently I don't think they're into that, but I'm sure that's probably a very popular Twitch subgenre of people eating bananas on stream. I like especially get some asthma on the mic.
Uh, well, it's not supposed to be anything else than eating a banana, realistically.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. I mean, you're streaming, you're hungry. Sometimes the nearest thing is a banana.
It's
Um,
easy.
I actually don't really eat on stream though. I don't. I find it tough for me to like. It gets really distracting for me. So I actually really try not to eat on stream.
Yeah, but when you stream for hours, how do you do it?
Oh, I mean, like when I do like those like 24-hour streams or something, then I will. I'll have some kind bars ready. I like. I mean, this time around, like I had like a whole bunch of snacks. Beef jerky is definitely like one I like. Get that protein in real fast.
Good.
Uh,
Um,
uh, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. Do you like dessert?
Yes, yes. I'll say I do like desserts. Superior Lady was like calling me a sugar addict the other day, but I don't know. I think she's the real sweet tooth of the relationship, but she might disagree with that now.
That must be hard though, to be a sweet tooth, not eating any dairy and gluten.
Oh no, I mean she's really good at baking like her own stuff. She'll bake like vegan gluten-free cookies, banana bread, and like I eat them like they're good stuff for sure.
Yeah, no,
So it definitely takes work, but like I think it's easier if you're making stuff yourself, and I think options are just becoming more readily available, especially like in cities.
do you like cheese?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a Chicago boy, south of Wisconsin. Love my cheese.
Okay, top three cheeses.
Um, Cheddar because it's better. Uh, Munster, just a really nice melting cheese, and then probably like a Gouda. Oh,
Uh,
actually, I do really like brie though. Like that brie is a cheese. I'll just eat brie. So probably let's get Gouda out of there. We'll go brie.
okay, good. And then not smoked Gouda, just regular Gouda, right?
Uh, I don't know if I've had non-smoked Gouda before, but yeah. So I'll go smoked Gouda if I had to
Oh
throw it
my
up there.
God, David, everything was going so smoothly until now. What happened?
Oh my. Okay. See ya, guys. See ya. Apparently, I effed up.
Okay, good. Yeah. So yes. Okay, so you survived the food part of the interview. Can you imagine?
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't did sound. It sounds like I dropped the ball at the end
You
there,
did
but
drop the ball. I mean, smoked Gouda is the only non-cheese, not acceptable answer on this stream, but that's fine.
oops.
It's the only cheese I don't like.
So what? So is there a story behind this? Like, what's with
It tastes like ashtray.
I it sounds like we have to agree to disagree on that.
I don't like it. It tastes not good. It's not considered a cheese. It's like a different category. Um. Okay, so we have six questions from chat. Okay.
Okay, let's
So,
do it.
what is your favorite game outside of Hearthstone?
Oh, I guess like my favorite game of all time is Mega Man X. I don't know if people were like hoping for something like a bit more like current, like what else I would play in my free time, but
No, no, no,
that
that's
tends to
good. That's good.
change.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. Your overall thoughts on the Death Knight class and what could be improved in your opinion?
Thoughts on the Death Knight class. You know, the class does a lot of things that I really enjoy. I like the like alternative resource with the corpse mechanic. I wish Hearthstone had like more alternative resource systems, like the again like the corpse mechanic or like the soul shards from a couple years ago. I really like the idea of the runes. I think right now there like isn't enough cards for them to really be as diverse as we'd hope. Because like right now it seems like the best strategies are like, yeah, you go triple rune. So I hope and I'm pretty sure that they'll probably push multi-rune strategies in the future. And but like if those are never good, it's just like, well, why'd you even put the rune system in here in the first place? Not just make like three separate classes, it seems. I don't know. Um, but I'm thinking the rune system will probably become better. I think that leads into like kind of like a critique with the runes as well. But no, I've been enjoying Death Knight. I didn't enjoy Demon Hunter when it was released into Hearthstone, and I feel like Death Knight is like the reverse Demon Hunter, where I love so much about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Maybe. Oh well, do you like Demon Hunter now?
You know, Demon Hunter's grown on me. I mean, like when it first dropped, it was just like everything was like stupidly overtuned and broken. Like it was the like fastest patch in Hearthstone history. They pushed things a little too far. And, you know, I won't fault them too much. The first time they added a class to the game, it's gonna happen. But I also really just don't like the outcast mechanic. I think it's like you even see it in the cards they release. We don't really get many like outcast cards anymore. I think this is the first set where we've actually gotten like an outcast card like all like for the past year. Where like lately they've been releasing cards where it's like I mean like the Meltranics, you know, where it's not an outcast card, but it's like, oh, your opponent can only play the left and right cards in their hand, so it's kind of like playing off outcast. But I feel like it's a very limiting mechanic because it's just like if you outcast, this card does something better, and so I would be cool with the outcast mechanic just going away entirely. I think it's not that good. Uh,
Okay.
and I don't know. They're not even making like many outcast cards these days, so I think they're probably just like trying to find new design space for Demon Hunter in that regard, you know.
For sure. Do you like anime?
Sorry, one more time. Do I like what?
It's always the way I pronounce it. No one understands it. Anime, anime.
Oh, anime. Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I do enjoy anime. We were talking. We always randomly talk anime on stream.
Okay, what do you have one that you would recommend people watch?
Oh man, you know I don't even care if it's like a basic answer. You know, I'm always recommending Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist if you haven't checked those out. I'll even stand by the OG Full Metal Alchemist, which I know a lot of people probably dump on all over now because of Brotherhood. The anime people will understand what these words mean. Um, but I'd say JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has kind of been like my go-to. It was really like a comfort show for me during the COVID pandemic, and I'm absolutely like obsessed with it now. And so I got to recommend JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think it's simultaneously like the smartest and dumbest show at the same time, and it's very unique.
Good. What's the story behind the shake weight?
You know, I don't even know if it like how much of a story there is to it. It was just like, wouldn't it be funny if I just played this out as like the shake weight being the superior workout device, and I kind of just that's how it kind of took form from there. Because like back when I was let's get some shake weights in the chat for this. Like back when I was doing like the Superior David YouTube videos, that was kind of like the humor, like just very sarcastic humor. And I guess that's where the inspiration for that came from. And I don't know, I'm always like incorporating some sort of like visual gag. The shake weight was just like the latest one at the time, and it has withstood the test of time for sure.
Yeah, all in the wrists, indeed. Um,
Ooh, I don't know. It's a common misconception. You can get a full arm workout with the shake weight. You got to do like your double hand behind the
do
backs.
you have one?
I've got two actually.
Oh, can we have
Oh boy, a demonstration. I
a
mean, like,
demonstration? Yeah.
oh boy, let's see. Can we do it? Can you see this? Well, here's the one. So this is, you know, your nice single handshake here, and you could do a double hand front, of course. I'd say this is, I mean, these are all in the DVD that came with the shake weight. I know this might be a bit tough for people to watch because I know we're a bunch of gamers who, you know, some may or may not be working out, but you know, I'm here to tell you the shake weight will get the job done. Then, of course, you do your double hand behind the back, and you know, it really does get your triceps. As I tell people in Twitch chat, I'm a beast at carrying groceries up the stairs, and it's all because of the shake weights.
Do you always use
Yes, I
it?
got two.
Do you
Yeah,
actually
you know,
use them?
I have a channel point redemption, so I'll use them on stream. I mean, I exclusively use them on stream.
Okay.
Um, because if I was doing shake weight in like around the clock, you know, it'd be kind of taxing.
Definitely. So it's a real workout. You would vouch for that.
I mean, it's the most superior workout device on the market,
Okay.
and I haven't found anything better.
Okay, good. Good, good, good.
Hmm.
Good. I'm glad. Um, if you have to buff 4 cards, which one they would be?
Oh, that's really specific. I'm like, I gotta pull up some cards right now, but I'd say the first one. What is that spell in Warrior? I'm like pulling up the card list right now. Sorry, you ask specific questions, you're gonna get a specific answer. Let's see. Where are you? I know you. Uh, let's see. No, it's the Warrior card. It's the Fire spell. Okay, the Embers of Strength. It's 2 mana, summon 2/1/2 guards with taunt. Mana thirst 6, give them +1/+2. Make this Mana thirst 5. I think this card would be actually really good because you know I play a lot of Enraged Warrior because I think I don't know I might have some emotional issues with myself, but the deck is like really almost there. And this Embers of Strength card, when you can get the buff off, it makes these dudes really a bit more formidable on the board. Also really good to combo with the new 1-drop, the Sun Fury Champion, and you can also get an Anima Extractor. So if you do that like on turn 5, it allows you to just have those pop turns a bit faster. Where right now you kind of got to wait till turn 6 to get the buff, so it's just way too slow. And then as for other buffs, I'm like, what classes are struggling right now? Basically, like everything that's not Rogue is struggling in Hearthstone.
Yeah, or Demon Hunter.
Um,
Demon Hunter is doing great.
yeah, I guess Demon Hunter's in a good spot, so we're not going to buff any Demon Hunter cards. Let's see. As for
And
other buffs,
no rogue cards, please.
oh, absolutely no rogue cards. No, yeah, no. Of course, no rogue cards. Let's see. I'm sorry. I wish I had like known of this ahead of time. I could have given better answers, but
Well,
I've got one so
it's
far.
a question from chat. That's why.
Oh yeah, I know. Twitch, of course, Twitch chat would do this just to really f with me here. Thanks a lot, Twitch chat. But let's see. What can we buff up here? Okay, I would buff Rock Gill by making it not a shaman card. Because Rock Gill is such a cool card that's held back by the fact that it is in shaman. But no. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, like in terms of buffs, maybe like some Unholy Death Knight buffs. We could look at like Death Knight real fast because I feel like Death Knight, a lot like all the other runes are like almost there. It's just Death Knight that's the Unholy that's like really just struggling to take any shape at all. If they want to really push Death Knight to be kind of busted, I'd say make No Muncher 5 mana, because then turn 10 you can go like 5 mana like AoE, like Corpse Explosion, Blood Boiled, and you can follow up with No Muncher. I find when I'm playing Death Knight, I'm like, man, if this No Muncher was 5 mana, I'd be doing some really broken things.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
Until they do it and it's super broken, everyone's like, why did they express this?
They're just gonna replay you saying that.
I know. Honestly, if the Scourge was 8 mana, I would be kind of cool with it. The one issue I would have is because you can get it for cheap off the Ruby and the Vizier, all discounted and stuff in other runes. So that could be an issue. But like, if you were not able to do that, I'd say, yeah, make that 8 mana. But that's probably why they're not doing it. Let's see. What other Death Knight cards can we buff? Oh, Graveyard Shift. 3 mana, summon 2/1/1 zombies with reborn. Just make that 2 mana. You know, like it's. I think it will definitely be a bit of a power push, but at 3 mana, the card's just way too slow.
Okay, good.
Um, and so that's 3 right there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Do
Oh, I think you
I?
said four.
Well, one of them was kind of I was just memeing on Shaman.
Oh yeah, yeah. You were memeing. That's true.
Let's see. Maybe there's like a mage card or something. I don't know. Let's see. I guess like I'm like, how do you make mage really broken? Oh man, make arc splitter 2 mana, the 3 mana 3/2 add 2 arcane bolts to your hand. If you make that 2 mana, mage becomes really broken. Having played like a lot of the aggro mage,
Yeah, I tried
it
it a
feels
bit.
like yeah, it's like really like feast or famine. Like I find if I'm going first, I get trogged down on one, I go face, feeling good. But if I'm going second, I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball. But arc splitter for 2 mana, definitely too good. I don't know, maybe they make it like a 2/2 or something, but like being able to get like you could like weave that into your curve a bit better, get those arcane bolts so you could burst people down. So maybe you do that, but again, probably would be too broken. But hey, I was put on the spot. I pulled
Yes.
4 out of thin air here, so
Yes,
wish I
you
could deal with it.
did. You did. That was good. That was good. Um, so last question. What do you wish for yourself this year? What are your big plans, goals for the year?
Oh man, big goals for the year. Let's see, big goals for the year. I feel like I did like a big twit longer about like what I was planning on doing this year, and I think the big thing is like shifting more of what I do from Twitch to YouTube. So like probably less emphasis on the streams and more just YouTube videos. And like move away from just like pure like gameplay stuff because I feel like that's kind of going the way of the Let's Play where there's just so much people just doing you play on Twitch, you record that, you cut it down for a YouTube video, and I feel like I feel like to kind of make what I'm doing just sustainable long term, I got to kind of find something that's not that kind of gameplay rinse and repeat stuff. So kind of my big goal for this year to get that going.
And what would you do if it's not gameplay?
That's something that I'm trying to just give myself the freedom to like figure out. I'm like,
Okay.
well, no, because I mean, like, you never know what works until you try it. Like, I definitely just have like my little idea book, or I guess my idea Google Doc that I just kind of just write things down in. I definitely want to try like some list videos because I feel like I look at like other like card game niches, and I see like people doing well there with like lists and stuff, and I'm like, oh well, Hearthstone doesn't really have that, and that's something that could be like sort of talk about like Hearthstone in a more general way. But also, I don't know if people are really into it and into like list stuff. So I don't know. I'm trying to just again give myself the freedom to just like experiment, fail, and see what works, what doesn't work, and go from there.
That's really good, and we're excited to see what you're gonna come up with. What's your next big
Oh,
thing?
excuse me,
Good.
excuse me. Next superior thing.
Next superior thing. Sorry, you're right. We are going to to contact you December this year to see what happened with your goals.
Oh God, oh God. Well, actually, no, do it. That's what I'm all about accountability. That's good. That's good.
Okay, good, good. So don't forget to post your pizza on Twitter.
I know. I'm probably gonna have a slice right now. It's gonna be the last slice.
Ah, that's good. Now I want some deep dish pizza with some garlic in it.
Wait, you didn't tell me which place you got deep dish pizza from.
It's called Mario's. Mario's.
Mario's.
Yeah.
What? Okay, well we gotta get you back to Chicago. We'll get you some superior deep dish pizza. I've never heard of Mario's before.
Okay, good. Well, it was good.
Well, okay. I mean, if it was good, it was good.
Good. I mean, you
No,
wait
I'm
an
just I'm
hour
just
to
playing. I'm
get
just playing.
the pizza, so it was very very long to get the pizza.
Oh yeah, that's where I think that's the what the detractors of deep dish will bring up how it's like, oh yeah, you wait all this time for this pizza. It's this big old freaking casserole thing, and I think a lot of people don't understand. It's not. This isn't like deep dish isn't like a pizza like on the East Coast where you grab a slice after a couple beers or something. This is a meal, and you kind of gotta plan accordingly.
Yeah, it's a lot of cheese, which I like.
Unless it's smoked Gouda.
Well, there's not smoked Gouda on in deep dish pizza,
Absolutely.
so we're good.
Oh, I realized I did my boy mozzarella kind of dirty in that cheese ranking.
Yeah, I was about to say it, but since you were like so decisive to add the brie in, I didn't say anything about mozzarella.
Uh, well, awkward. I accidentally stand smoked Gouda, and now I'm dissing mozzarella. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Superior David.
Thank you so much for coming on Heart to Heart, David. I really appreciate that.
Oh, thanks for having me. This was fun. This was fun.
Good. Really enjoyed getting to know you a little bit better on the personal level, and get some deets into what's going on in the superior household. So yes, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We really appreciate it, and we will talk soon. Have an amazing evening.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for everyone in Twitch chat for just hanging out and tolerating me. And thank you, Heart Queen, for doing all this. Really appreciate it. And talk later.
Yes, talk later. Bye.